More trouble at Target stores now following that massive Christmas time data breach and the troubled expansion into Canada. Profits at the retailer fell 16% last quarter, and it lowered its earnings projection for the current quarter as well. Now, despite that, shares of Target rose by 1% today. And as Courtney Reagan shows us right now, the company's interim CEO is moving forward with new initiatives, hoping to attract shoppers and investors alike.
It's been a rough 5 months for retailer Target. From the data breach to continued losses from its Canadian stores and the firing of its CEO and many other management shifts. Today, the big box retailer fell shy of profit expectations, but delivered better than anticipated U.S. sales results for the first quarter. I spoke exclusively to Target's interim CEO and current Chief Financial Officer, John Mulligan, about what Target plans to do to improve sales and what that will cost.
We want to bring great promotions to our guests, but ensure they're impactful. And where they're impactful, we see the lift in sales, we need to pay for that. The first quarter, we used a significant amount of promotions, and our gross margin rate was down more than a full percentage point. We'll strike more of a balance as we go forward here.
While Mulligan is sitting in as the CEO for now, he told me he'd be very content to go back to focusing on his CFO role once the right individual is found to lead Target forward. When it comes to desirable qualifications, Mulligan says the Target board is focused on experience in 3 key areas.
The 3 focus areas, which I'm sure they'll be focused on as they think about the next individual, is growing sales and traffic in the U.S., continuing to improve our performance in Canada, and then third, really getting us to be a leading omni-channel retailer, accelerating our transformation. And that third one, probably the most important.
Target says surveyed shoppers have put the data breach behind them. Investors, however, haven't been able to move on. Target says it isn't able to estimate potential total cost of the data breach, even though it may have a material impact on earnings in the second quarter, the full year, and beyond.
Unfortunately, we're in the place as it relates to the data breach where we don't have visibility yet to the potential third-party liabilities and operating expenses they've incurred. The process is fairly well defined between us and the networks. They'll come back to us when they have an estimate of what the incremental expenses might be. And the process, we don't have visibility to that. But what we've seen in other cases is that can take several months.
Mulligan has acknowledged there's lots of work to be done. Target certainly hopes investors and shoppers will be patient. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Courtney Reagan.